Gonna need a quick bit of healing on Fisher first, but
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Not entirely sure where that came from. Potentially Desire just right-clicking past the shield. Brigger's only got a small shield, of course, so it's very easy for Desire to take control. Speaking of taking control, the point has unlocked. Strong and Beautiful planted themselves on it to start off with. Huni gets assassinated in the back line by Chow. Not the best start that Young and Beautiful were really after. Grandop goes down as well. As soon as one member falls, the Reinhardt becomes also Beautiful's favor. Askov trying to level the playing field with a beat. Self-destruct is going to come out, but more defensively used as they were all grabbed up in the Graviton Surge. Ding finds at least the opening frag of the fight, taking out Huni, but now it's all on to Henningsen and his shadow. He has to make the play work, but Grandop takes him out of the sky. Zapre's going to find the return kill onto Bruceson, but will it actually be enough for HSL to get back on this point? Jonah does find the grab, locks two people up. And luckily, a Transcendence from Ding is going to save them for the time being, but not enough for Fisher to get slammed into the wall. The ball coming through for Young and Beautiful to stall for some extra time as they clear off HSL off the point.
And it was so important to hit that charge for Grandop, get rid of the Reinhardt, who has returned, but his shadow's going to mostly be blocked.
It's going to be blocked, and he gets booped out of the way as well, so he can't even find the pin kill on the Lucio. Then didn't go down. Huni's going to be more than safe, and now Young and Beautiful can just play on this point. FD God does end up going down, however, as Fisher does claim the kill. HSL, one man up currently. In fact, kind of two now as Huni ends up going down. Actually, Brewson's lost his mech. Now he loses his life also. Very quick cat from Young and Beautiful, but very telegraphed from HSL. Catching the people from Young.
Oh, Askov may have to be the one to do that.
This has to be an eat from Chow. They could just sacrifice the map. The self-destruct comes in, only finds one. FD God is going to fall, and the grab finally comes in, but Grandop instantly finds the pin onto Fisher. That Brigitte is going to be so valuable for HSL.
Oh,
they just
that's
managed to keep
huge.
it alive, but the shadow is going to be good. The beat in return, though, to keep them all alive. Henningsen still in so much pressure. Grandop just walked towards him. He didn't need to put up his shield. He knew he had the HP advantage. And that is Young and Beautiful clearing everybody off of the point. They get grabbed on it as well. But it's all up to HSL's off tanks now to finish up this map. Jonah and Askov, they're not going to fight anymore. Askov falls off the edge of the map, and Ding too. HSL, they end up going down, and Young and Beautiful will claim the first map.
Track the usage of the projected bubble barrier from Winston. It means that you're making sure that there's a lot less safe area for slower members of this composition, like your flex supports. Jonah in
Jonah's
the side.
in the bag, easy grab. They're lucky they got a Transcendence to save him. That was a lot of burst damage coming through from Grandop as well. Earns himself a Primal Rage as he scurries back to the point, baiting everybody in, it seems. Henningsen's going to use his as well. Gotta look for those supports, otherwise it's going to be a very, very sore fight for HSL. Haven't got ults to really back them up with now.
Henningsen going to be low on survivability, looking for that second tick as Grandop makes his engage.
He gets focused very heavily, and actually Huni almost having the nano boost could be the saving grace. Bruce ends up going down, falling off the edge of the map, and it's now only a nano from Huni to actually save this game potentially. Ding finds the kill onto Yona. Finally HSL clamoring at the jaws of life. Just trying to get back in. Grandop jumps back into the back line, but gets instantly grabbed as he falls. Zapre, Henningsen cleaning up the rest, and in OT, HSL managed to catch. He avoided with the bomb. You can just shoot them straight through the middle of the pillars like goalposts. Chow setting up for something. HSL looking to just push the rest of Young and Beautiful off of the point. FD God still has that beat in his back pocket, though.
Pressure a little bit low. In comes self-destruct from Bruce, and not going to claim any lives, and the first tick's gone over.
Now uses that self-destruct on the middle of the point as well. The beat comes through from FD God. They're still moving on to the point as the shatter hits the back line. Yiquid ends up getting shattered, but not quite pinned as Henningsen got booped away. A very emergency pin coming through from Grandop as well, but he sends so low as he's stuck in that animation for seemingly ever. Graviton Surge is going to get used as only 2% is now required by HSL to cap second. A Transcendence equally used by Young and Beautiful to make sure they stay on the point. A grab locking up Huni. He's got no defenses to bear and ends up getting lasered down by Zapre. And now Young and Beautiful falling by the wayside as Ding cleans up the rest of Young and Beautiful. Only two members now remain. They get pushed off. Yona gets taken out. Controlling the top of the point, plus look at the ultimates that coming online. Chow has only 20% carry towards that Molten Core.
Perhaps he's now going to be a lot more vulnerable.
I think so, and that was the pick that you really wanted. Young and Beautiful now can rotate to the point. They know they have the shield advantage. We'll see if HSL actually want to recontest, or they perhaps want to just save their ults. Nice pick onto FD God's a good start. Blizz is going to come out as well. Huni actually gets grabbed away from it, so in the end doesn't actually get frozen up. In fact, Ding using the whole hog to push him away. That was very uncoordinated from HSL. Use two ults that you don't normally want to combine together. And Young and Beautiful, they're going to be able to cap.
Yeah, with this ultimate with the Blizzard, there's very few ways to mitigate it without a Diva, and we saw that Zapre was prioritizing hacking the Diva to make sure that couldn't occur, but now he can use himself an EMP. He can cancel the Coalescence if he wants to.
There's a Coalescence. Does he just go for the EMP? He's jumping onto the point. The EMP comes out. It does find two. Yikwitz can't use that Blizzard anymore, not for a couple of seconds at least. Ding is the first casualty of war as Zapre also falls down. They're going to try and push onto this Supercharger now and take it out. They managed to do so. Blizzard's going to come out for Young and Beautiful, and Henningson in a very, very bad spot ends up getting taken out by Crandop, and now Young and Beautiful can finally get on the point and start accruing some percentage. 2 ticks have been acquired. The Blizzard comes out, but it was actually cancelled, and the rest of HSL don't make it back in time.
Fading into a wall, we are actually going to see the usage of a Reinhardt this time. We don't want to attack with the Orisa like they did in previous rounds. FD God being down, though, means that disengagement is going to be rather difficult.
Oh yeah, Jonas falls as well. Zapre with 2-3 clean headshots.
That'll be
and that's a 4.
Young and Beautiful, who now have just 10 seconds to move on to this point. If they're locked out of this, this could be the end of their attack.
Oh no, the wall's good, and Chow managed to kill Crandom. There will be a self-destruct launch in the back line, and Bruceson kills 2. He's going to kill the Supercharger as well. They just have to get on the point and contest. Henningson's going to get focused out, but Askov comes in with a key res, but Bruceson instantly spots him and manages to secure his life. And now Ding, trapped in a corner all alone, is going to have to go down. HSL, desperation time for them as they need to just force everything onto the point ASAP. That Coalescence is going to do so much work now. Finding the pick onto Fisher. OT's ticking through, and they still got ults to bear.
So a lot of damage to deal with. They couldn't kill FD God when he was frozen.
Henningson's going to get charged straight into a wall. Nothing more that he can do. They still have that beat as well if they really need it, but I don't think they're going to. Zapre ends up falling, and that is Young and Beautiful. Capping point 2.
Being checked so early. A faux leap there is actually going to...
Oh, that grab is so good. Henningson gets bio-grenaded as well. Has to use the Primal Rage to get away. Self-destruct launched in by Chow, but straight onto the Yikwitz shield. He's able to protect himself. Primal Rage put to good use by Henningson, keeping him alive and actually batting around a couple of the supports, but now he's out of it. And Crandop's doing exactly the same, but to the rest of his team. Good little bit of surf there from the Brigitte, nice little bit of tech and a transcendence use from Ding to get back on the point. Not after he executed FD God though. Now the Booster's gonna have to seal the deal here as Yona used that Graviton Surge fairly early and they got no more gas in the tank, but it might be enough though as Fisher and Henningson end up going down. A D-Mech onto the Diva as well. HSL clutching at straws. Zapre sends out the grab, but it's not any key members of Young and Beautiful, and the rest of HSL are cleaned on up. Young and Beautiful will hold on first and secure themselves match points.
Was sort of like mutually assured lack of destruction. No one could really follow up any of the ultimates that were used there. But speaking of which, Crandop's ready to go again, and he can be so aggressive on Henningson, who's got very little in the way of charge.
FD got up in the skies. There's the self-destruct as well as the shadow getting laid down. Chow launching that one in. I mean, you're going baby Diva form right in front of Jonah. Of course he's going to right-click here. A Transcendence to see them through the fight as well. As HSL are cleared off at this point. They need to be able to find a big pick here, or it could be all over. The grab's going to lock them in that tiny room, and they managed to kill off at least Hooney. Bruceson falls as well as he tried to launch in the self-destruct. But Young and Beautiful is still standing strong.
For now, they're trying to stabilize, but Jonah finds himself out on his own. He will be chased down here, potentially. Lucio doesn't want to try that one. Too much energy, and now they're going to go for Henningson.
They dive straight back into the front line. They know Jonah wasn't there to protect Crandall. Fisher comes back on the Doomfist as well. A perfect punch into the wall, ends his life so quickly. And HSL, they managed to finally cap second.
For a tale of 2 main tanks potentially, as was Zaya's race to get that Graviton Surge online for a big playmaking ultimate.
Zapre is so close. He's 17% away. The boop up was going to be good. Henningson trying to protect the rest of his team. Still Crandall on the side once again, but he still manages to find the pin. But the instant shatter from Henningson is going to lay them all on their back. A grab to follow it up as well as they march on forward. A perfect boot from FD God to sustain them for a little bit longer. But look at this again. Just the surging forward and the speed booster of Askov to match. Crandall gets run over, and it is now Young and Beautiful holding on to their last limbs in this fight. The Graviton Surge came due from Jonah, but it wasn't enough to find anybody as FD God falls, and only a couple of meters now remains for HSL to cap the points.
They've got overtime, but it looks like that's all they may well get here.
Self-destruct, not available just yet. Chow gets it online to clear people off, but he doesn't need to use it. Henningson laid down another shatter. Just going to come in, Transcendence to match. A beautiful bash actually onto Henningson to make sure he doesn't get the pin kill. Take someone out of the grab and instantly execute them. Young and Beautiful now playing a little bit farther back.
Yeah, they want to try and build up whatever resources they have. Crandop's so close, and there's double self-destruct.
Gets launched in. sound barrier as well from HSL. They know this is their last fight. A later self-destruct coming through from Young and Beautiful, and the Shatter hits 4 people in the back. Henning Sung putting the team on his back right now as he manages to clear everybody out. Payload slow to his Graviton Surge. It's just a waiting game now. They know it cannot be a win in the series right now, so they can play it a little bit more slowly, a bit more methodically. Ding blows the Transcendence early. Crandop moving in for the shadow of his life. The grab gets eaten by Chow, but the shadow hits the ground. They still manage to find one, but he can't capitalize on it. The perfect protection coming out from HSL to make sure Zapri stays alive. Everything's piled into him, but still we're seeing Brewston chase him. And now the Zaya of HSL is out of the fight. Zapri ends his own life, but Fisher with the rally comes back in. Henning Sun more than safe in this front line.
Ding looking to frag out here, and remember that Zapri will be spawning behind him, can try and circumnavigate that shield. Henningsen, the Bastion right now, keeping this cart from moving so that Zapri can return to the fight on the Doomfist.
He's got the Doom, but he instantly gets stunned up. Henning Sun finds the initial kill onto Huni. This is so good for HSL. They got the spawn advantage, they just need the picks. Yikwitz is going to go down as well. Now only 5 seconds remains. Chow's going to send in the self-destruct. They've got to beat on top of it as well. No way they lose this one. Not a cheeky back cap. The cart's way too far away. Ball's trying to come in to stall for additional time, but it is the fragging Zenyatta, the new addition to HSL, cleaning the rest of Young and Beautiful up. The OT is ticking through. Henning Sung misses the shatter, but it doesn't matter. HSL stopping Young and Beautiful just before third and securing the match.
Down to put down an Earth Shadow potentially can hit so many people. He knows Crandop isn't going to have his for a long while just yet, so we can be even more aggressive. Reinhardt try and take charge, but first it's about taking charge of a high ground. He wants to have the initiative with this engagement.
Self-destruct launched in on the stairs. The big poop is going to end Fisher's life. Henningsen gets put on the floor, but the issue is he hits the shadow straight into the shield. The Graviton Surge is good for a couple of kills, but the rallying Brig is to set the sail forwards. Young and Beautiful still under a lot of pressure though as the beat came out. However, they're still playing fairly far up. Randall is going to get instantly killed. The rest of Young and Beautiful go back to spawn.
Zephyr wants to take advantage of the high energy that he has at the end of this fight to try and get a little bit...
As good as over.
Well, now it's Jonah's turn. Needs to make his way through a defense matrix, weave through a long-range Graviton Surge maybe, but no. Both teams are going to posture. They're both going to sidle up to the cart, but remember, Young and Beautiful get a little bit of healing from it as Jonah goes in for a sneaky grab, potentially.
Got to watch out for that matrix again. It's all up to Chow to eat it, but they're focusing him down. His health bar is so low, and he gets demeked. A free grab for Young and Beautiful. Henning Sun is going to go down. Ding with the Transcendence is going to heal everybody up, but the focus fire is just so good. Zapri's going to fall. Crandop can even just sit on this chatter for the next engagement, but there's only a couple of meters left. HSL aren't even going to be able to get back to the point. And Young and Beautiful, they cap third.
Zone turn right now. If Crandop presses that shift key, you can be damn well sure that Henningsen is going to press his Q and return.
So many ults online as well for HSL. The self-destruct is launched in by Young and Beautiful. Doesn't quite find anything just yet. Or in fact, that was HSL. Askov ends up falling down to Bruce and using those micro missiles. And the Graviton Surge is good though. Young and Beautiful, they're all caught up in the corner. The rally armor's coming through just to make sure Crandop can survive again. But Zapre has had such a feast, such a banquet in the back line. Young and Beautiful, caught completely unawares. They got grabbed away.
Zapre has the premium, and Chow and Brewster right now, they're drawing equal. This could be all about the explosive plays from the Divas. We need to circumnavigate so many shields, though, but no defensive ultimates are available. Everyone's trying to get there so quickly. Fisher's about to get it. Ding as well, and Huni's going to also join him.
They're not willing to engage without those ults, and Zapre actually immediately goes down. One fight, territory for HSL. This bomb's going to have to be big because Askov's already dead. HSL, two-man disadvantage now. As Young and Beautiful use that Transcendence and push themselves forward. HSL falling at the last hurdle as Young and Beautiful still have ults to bear. The Shadow's going to hit the ground, and so do HSL's dreams. OT's going to tick through. Chow ends up going down, and Young and Beautiful are going to claim it.
Not sure if it was a boot there, but Zapre...